Well, hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Dollar Tree, no doubt, has been cooking with the skincare. I mean, the selection, you've seen it. 2 weeks ago at this point, we went in there and our eyes were opened to all of the splendor of the Dollar Tree. But, word on the street is Five Below. They said, you know what? We gotta compete. And I have heard that they have a skincare selection these days that is worthy of our eyes and our attention. All right, so we're gonna head on in there and see what they've got. See if the hype is real. Now, mind you, Five Below to Five Below, there's variation in the stock. I don't know what we're gonna encounter in there. All right, it could just be a wall of knockoff jade rollers, but only time will tell. Or we could uncover something truly miraculous for, well, below $5. Although, like Dollar Tree, I've heard Five Below sneaking around, cheating on their namesake, sneaking on in Five Above. And the Faux 5 Plus across the street is definitely cooking for the occasion because it smells divine in this hot desert of a parking lot. Word on the street was accurate. We've got quite the lineup here. Shout out to this location for doing a good job on their shelving. First of all, we have SOS Rituals Skin Saver Facial Spray. Lactobacillus ferment, which is very hydrating. Panthenol is moisturizing, alpha-glucan, and it has ectoin, which is a compound that is sort of a plants make when they are under a lot of duress and may help your skin out. And it's also very moisturizing and soothing. Right off the bat, I'm excited about this. A fragrance-free, substantial quantity, mind you, 7.4 fluid ounces. Now, you can mist this on as a first step in your morning or nighttime skincare routine. Apply moisturizer on over at night, or apply your sunscreen on over once it has dried down to the touch so that the sunscreen doesn't pill. That is actually really exciting, and it's $5. Then we've got Pore Pop Fizz Mask Blackhead Treatment. The packaging here is cute too, like you're not sacrificing. Oh, it's salicylic acid. 1% salicylic acid. That is good because it does localize down in the pore to exfoliate the pore lining, helping to reduce blackhead and whitehead formation. Also really good for those of you who deal with seborrheic dermatitis, where you have excessive oil production and impaired skin barrier, leading to problems with skin cell turnover, so you get those flaky patches around the nose that turn red. A deeper skin tone also, seborrheic dermatitis can take away your background skin color, lead to white spots. This would also be possibly a good option. Let's see what else. What are they hiding behind the closed door there? I'm gonna put you guys down and stay tuned. Whoa, I'm really glad I looked because it has kaolin, a clay that's awesome for oily skin. It absorbs excess oil. But it also has fragrance, of course, possible allergen. It has turpentine, and I don't know what to make of that, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm kind of confused by the presence of turpentine. Like, anyway, you put it on after cleansing to problematic areas. It says leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes to activate. And I don't know if that means it does something like foam up or change color. It's a mystery. And then you rinse it off. That would be the kind of thing you might want to do in the morning as part of your skincare routine. Then they also have a clarifying face mask, kaolin clay and witch hazel, a popular ingredient in oily skin products because it is an astringent terpeneol. I'm not sure about that. I'm a little weirded out by the presence of turpentine in skincare. It's giving bubonic plague era. Apply to damp or dry skin, leave on for 10 minutes, and rinse with warm water. Use 2 to 3 times a week. All right, then we have a blemish spot treatment here. Glow Away. Glow Away is a 1% leave-on salicylic acid with, get this, Canadian colloidal clay. Wow, never heard of a Canadian clay. But yeah, like I said, those can help with oiliness, absorb it. And this also has fragrance, which is, you know, a possible allergen. Not like this would be a good option for blackheads, whiteheads. Also, salicylic acid can be helpful for hyperpigmentation. Then we have this face serum, Fade Away. What does this have? Azelaic acid. Wow. Azelaic acid and 4-butyl resorcinol. Those are great ingredients for dark spots. Tranexamic acid applied topically may help with your moisture barrier and may help with redness, as can licorice root. Glutathione is an antioxidant. Now this has shea butter as a moisturizing ingredient. This also has Centella asiatica extract, which is anti-inflammatory and soothing. I'm not seeing any fragrance in this, which is a good sign. Skincare solution. Apply a thin layer to cleanse dry skin before moisturizing. Use on your face or areas with uneven skin tone or discolor. This actually looks pretty exciting. Look at the applicator. Like, it allows for precise dispensation, one would assume. Bacne Away. This is a body spray with 0.5% salicylic acid. Now, lower percentages of salicylic acid can be effective for acne breakouts, clogged pores, and hyperpigmentation. I will say, however, that acne on the back tends to respond better to higher percentages of things because it tends to be a thicker area. This does have fragrance, but salicylic acid body sprays can be really helpful, as a side note. Okay, then we've got these cute pimple patches in this sweet little case with a smiley face. I made a rhyme there. You guys know I'm a rapper. With a built-in mirror. You can take these on the go. You get 24 patches. Now, are these hydrocolloid patches, or are they just making you think that? I'm not seeing the word hydrocolloid, so assuming they are hydrocolloid, they can help, first of all, reduce the chances that you pick, which is the main way in which they are advantageous for breakouts, is creating a barrier between the pimple and your fingers. Also, it may help absorb some inflammatory exudate, flattening them out and helping them to heal. Oh my gosh, you guys, smoke and mirrors, one of my favorite sayings. In a type of product I can't seem to get enough of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jelly lip glosses to pop with. Smoke and mirrors. We get gummy bear, pink sugar, cherry, strawberry, and watermelon. $5. Fragrance is a potential cause of irritant or allergic cheilitis, aka chronically chapped lips due to stuff that's bothering you. Also, beeswax may cause problems for some people as well, but that looks like the kind of thing I would love. Then we have this little Mambo combo. Check this out from Smoke and Mirrors. You get this cute little package thing. I mean, that's cute. You could put your phone in there, honestly, to throw in your purse so that it doesn't get all gingy. That's a word, gingy. A plumping lip balm, a butter balm, and 2 lip oils. So I'm always a little weary of anything advertised as plumping lip because usually there's some kind of irritant in there to induce a little swelling, which ultimately is not great for your lips. This has menthol, which feels really soothing going on, but can be irritating. Look at this, okay? I just want to say, I just want a thumbs up, Five Below, without even knowing what are in these, okay, these lip butters. Because let's take a moment to acknowledge the artistry of the charms. About a month or so ago, I reviewed the Cocoa Kind lip balms. Love them, they're really nice. But the charms are dumb, and they want you to buy the charms separately. Here, you pay $4, you're getting the cute charm already attached. Granted, these, probably will fall off. The hardware looks a little questionable. Like I don't know, that probably will fall off. But the gummy bear looks like a real gummy bear. And this is what I'm almost tempted to buy this because remember I was talking to you guys about, oh, it's a boba tea, never mind. I was talking to you guys about how I would love a little coffee charm, and Cocoa Kind just was not delivering. I swear. Five Below or Smoke and Mirrors, they must have seen that video and they got on it. They're like, we can do a charm. We can do a charm and we're gonna go ahead and attach it onto the lip product. We're not gonna make you buy charms that are dumb and basically branding for our product, which is all the cocoa kinds were. Okay, then we have Shine and Swirl, Glossy Shine and Buttery Color from Smoke and Mirrors. I don't know if this is where this is supposed to live or it just ended up over here. Also has fragrance. These are adorable, these little cylinders of facial tissues. Is this for blowing your nose? Then we have over here a little gift set, travel set, scented body lotion, body wash, and body spray, peach and vanilla. And we have hand sanitizers that are reminiscent of that popular brand. I'm blanking on the name. I do not like those hand sanitizers at all. Like, they give me a headache almost instantly, the scents. I'm blanking on what they're called. Like, I've gotten one or two randomly in PR packages. They'll throw those in as like a treat, which I really appreciate, but in trying them out, it's like, oh, I do not care for the scents. But they have quite a selection of scents. Like, they're not just giving you like one or two. You got strawberry fizz, pink sugar, cherry scent, mango scent, fresh linen, watermelon sugar, pineapple dream. Looks like somebody snuck a little something out of this. This is a dupe for the Vacation Whip, which I reviewed for you guys a while ago and did not care for because it really burned and stung around the eyes. The thing about this is, like, this isn't even a full ounce. This is not enough for like a day at the beach or whatever. Like, it's not enough to cover your body. But speaking of sunscreens, we've got Banana Boat Sport Ultra. Now, this is the SPF 30, water resistant. This does have fragrance. They also have the SPF 15, which technically on paper is adequate, but I would not rely on this if you're going to be participating in sport outdoors. We also have these Power Pass. These are not, like, they feel nice because they're a cool gel, especially if you put them in the refrigerator to apply to a sunburn, but they tend to be something that can be more problematic for a burn in the long run because they have fragrance, which when you have a sunburn, your skin's a lot more sensitive to things like fragrance. Check out my video from a week or so ago on top after sun care products. I give some recs there. Also, check out my video on SPF lip balms. I review 14 of them, including a mineral one from Sun Balm, but here we have the watermelon one. And it's water resistant 80 minutes, which is a really good feature in an SPF lip balm because it's really being tested to stay on your lips with chewing, talking, licking your lips, all of those things, sipping on drinks. So I value that. Now, this does obviously have fragrance in it because it's Hello Watermelon. So that's a possible irritant. It's a chemical sunscreen. It shouldn't leave a white cast. If you're not bothered by fragrance and lip balms, that'd be a good one to try out. Then they have these little off DEET sprays, which are awesome for not getting mosquito attackage. We have a Gradual Tanner Australian Sands. Kind of looks like it's duping Bondi Sands. I have no problem with sunless tanners. They have dihydroxyacetone, which interacts with some of the proteins in the outermost layer of your skin to produce pigments, essentially, that create the tan. And they're safe. You know, depending on the product, though, they can look a little orange, a little funky, go on streaky. There is an art to doing it. And I would suggest using a mitt if you're going to use these for better application, and they sell one here. I feel like this has been here before, this gentle cleansing water. This looks promising, actually, as a facial cleanser for daily facial cleansing purposes. Wow, this brand also, check this out, also has a water-resistant mineral sunscreen. 40 minutes of water resistance, so you got to get out of the water a little bit more frequently to reapply. Because remember, with water resistant sunscreens, it's not waterproof. They will come off in the water, But a non-water resistant sunscreen will come off like within a matter of minutes of being in the water. And yes, you can get a burn in the water, either to skin out of the water or skin under the water. And so you want to use a water resistant one while you're in there so it stays on. It'll maintain the SPF for the duration listed, either 40 minutes or 80 minutes. At least it's tested to do that. Oh, you guys, I can't attest to this particular one, but I have one of something like this, and oh, it's a must-have in my opinion, because I get mosquitoes from time to time decide they're gonna just come on in without even being invited. So rude. You open the door and next thing you know they're 3 or 4. It hasn't been as bad this year as it was last year after Beryl, but having one of these is amazing because they land on a wall and they think they're just gonna hang out there, and the next thing you know you electrocute them, and it is glorious. Tree Hut is here with one of their sugar scrubs, cotton candy scent. If you missed my Fast 5, I have been trying out a Tree Hut gummy bear, or jelly bear as it's called, scrub, and these types of scrubs, they can cause a lot of irritation, but some people with like KP find them beneficial just to use a couple of times a week very gently. But the Tree Hut one, at least the one I'm using, is so strongly scented. Like you get out of the shower and you're like, okay, I'm basically a Haribo frog right now. Look at this, you guys. This is really duping Boom Boom cream here. Brazilian Caramel Dreams body scrub, body wash, and a little body butter in this zippy bag. I do not care for Sol de Janeiro anything. Frankly, it's all the scents I don't like, and they're really strong. So I don't know how this dupe smells. Salted caramel, sweet pistachio, those sound like they'd be good. Whipped vanilla, but like I said, I've never met one of their products that I cared for. They've also got this one too, Midnight Vibes, Midnight Jasmine and Vanilla Cream. Oh, they have methyl isothiazolinone in the body wash. That's a preservative that people can sometimes become allergic to. It's like a common allergen. This is Solar Flare Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. Wonder what that smells like. Juicy Peach, Summer Blossom, and Coconut Husk. What does the husk of a coconut smell like? Is it just like coconut smell, or is it husky? Husky. You like saying that word. What is this? Is it in focus? Probably not. Oh, there we go. 24K Prime. Priceless Primer Serum. It's got like little gold blobbies in it. Mineral oil and gold. Imagine though that the mineral oil would make your makeup not adhere well, right? I don't know. I'm not a makeup person. We got some stuff down here from Smoke and Mirrors, more lip balms. An Adriana Discovery set. I was not trying to dupe Ariana Grande perfumes, which I also don't care for those scents. And check it out. We have what look like Drunk Elephant dupes, a glycolic body lotion, Danny Beauty. It's a substantial amount of lotion. Now, glycolic acid is good for moisturizing the skin and exfoliating. It is scented. Then there's the Dewy Face Toner Mist, watermelon extract, and hyaluronic acid. I don't get the popularity of watermelon fruit extract in so many things these days. I guess it's just a source of hydration. Hair Hug, Revitalizing Hair Mask. Then they also have a Heat Haven Leave-In Hair Conditioner Heat Protectant. This is nice packaging. Like, it's good and weighty. It's nice and sturdy. They also have Wave Wonder Texture Spray. Looks pretty nice. Slick Trick Hair Wax Stick. Skin Clarifying Glow Cleanser with Salicylic Acid. Look at that applicator. That's kind of cool. Like, you foam it out and then you can lather it on your face with this brush. It does have methyl isothiazolinone, however, which I would definitely avoid in a facial cleanser. Skin Clarifying Toner with Salicylic Acid and tea tree. Now, one thing about tea tree, obviously it's one of those things that you can be allergic to. The tea tree extract and products, less likely, but still possible. It does show promise, though, for seborrheic dermatitis, for fungal infections, for psoriasis, and for Demodex. Then they have Super Fresh Gel Face Cleanser that is fragrance free with hyaluronic acid. That looks, the packaging on these is really what sets them apart from Dollar Tree. Is that there's a little bit something extra there. This is looking very Drunk Elephant inspired. The Glow Glycolic Serum. Yeah, here it is. It's a pump bottle. Looks like that one lost its cap. This is glycolic acid is also good for keratosis pilaris on the face. You could use something like that. Exfoliate these little rough bumps. What is this? Tone It Up Hydrating Gel Toner. This has bifida ferment filtrate and mushroom tremella fusiformis polysaccharide. That's very hydrating. No fragrance in this either. This is definitely inspired by Drunk Elephant, the Hydro Jelly Cleanser. Fragrance free. Y'all, Five Below has stepped up. There's a ton here today. Sundown Cooling Lotion. This I would pass on, just like I was saying earlier, scented whatnot. Then we've got a micellar water, grapefruit infused, hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. That's good for redness, pores. This does have fragrance. I'm not a fan of micellar waters personally. They just don't end up working for me. Sparkle Serum. What in the whatnot? Ascorbic acid. It's a vitamin C serum with castor oil and glycerin. I bet it's moisturizing. There's no fragrance. Daily moisturizer with niacinamide and vitamin C. Is this fragrance free also? Sure is. Check it out, you guys. Panoxyl is here. Wow. So this is good for acne on the body. The 10% strength can be drying. They also make a lower percentage strength, which is less drying, equally effective for acne, but may be a little slower to work, especially on stubborn, thick acne. But where this really shines is wash your underarms with this and your feet and rinse it off of the skin, and it'll cut down on the bacteria that break down sweat and cause odor. We've got a hypochlorous acid spray. This is also another thing to help with odor. It's gentle, it can be left on the skin and helps kind of normalize the bacteria that would otherwise break down sweat and make you smell. It's great on the go. It tends to be something good for people who have atopic dermatitis, eczema. Very soothing. I have a lot of videos on hypochlorous acid. Hot Body Screen. This kind of looks like it's Supergoop inspired. Sugar Girl Shimmer Sunscreen for the body. Chemical sunscreen here. No fragrance. Okay. We also have this Sparkle Spell eye roller. Now, Dollar Tree has that retinol eye roller, but this applicator, check out the applicator. That's unique. Like, you don't routinely see an applicator quite that cool looking. Peptides are typically moisturizing, but it does have chondrous crispus and hyaluronic acid, very hydrating and plump and smooth the skin. Here is on the bright side. This just looks like a hydrating, oh, it's got ascorbic acid. So the thing about ascorbic acid, yeah, it can help with dark spots, but it's not particularly stable, and it's challenging to formulate it in such a way that it actually A, remains stable, and B, gets into the skin. Here we have a scalp saver serum for your scalp. What is in this? Hyaluronic acid, shea butter. This actually looks promising. Oh, it's got fragrance in it for moisturizing the scalp. A lot of truly dry scalp is related to exposures like shampooing with really hot water, staying in the shower too long, not drying your hair and letting moisture sit on the scalp, and background skin conditions or a possible allergy to something. Check out my video on how to tell the difference between a dry scalp and dandruff, because I break it down bit by bit, flake by flake. Your eyes will be open wide. Sculpting ice roller. These are always everywhere. Yeah, they can depuff a bit, but they're not gonna like take you back in time. Hair drying towel. Yeah, this, speaking of dry scalp, using a microfiber towel helps pull the water away from your scalp and out of your hair quickly and efficiently, and ultimately can cut down on scalp irritation. Cotton candy cupcake. whipped body butter. We already know that's scented. It kind of looks like it's sweating though. I don't know if you guys can appreciate that in this lighting. Then check this out. Iced pretzel mini soaps. They look like yogurt covered pretzels, but they're little soaps.